We're here with Jeremy Giles, who is the president of the Central Region of Prologis. And Jeremy, it's been about a year since the merger, and we wanted to get your thoughts and predictions on what the market's doing and what is your outlook for it.
Michael, we're very optimistic about the Chicago market. We've certainly seen positive absorption, vacancies falling, and if you look at the makeup of what that absorption has been, over the last year or so, that's tended to lean toward big box, Class A, and that's filled up. And we're now to the point where we're starting to see activity from the smaller users, which is going to lead to an overall healthy market. That's also translated for us into a healthy build-to-suit pipeline. We're feeling very optimistic about Chicago in the coming year.
So you're rather bullish on it?
We are.
Okay, great. Well, thank you for being here.
Thank you.
We're here with Dan Leahy, a partner at NAI Hiffman. And Dan has just participated in the State of the Market panel at the CIP Industrial Summit. Dan, what I'd like to ask you is, what specific market areas, market segments are you looking at as being the most opportunistic in 2012 and into 2013?
Well, I'm very bullish on the product around the intermodal center within the campus there, obviously for a variety of reasons, but transportation really drives the real estate industry. Transportation is 10 times the cost of real estate. Companies are looking at becoming more efficient. They're looking at how to optimize their network, and with that, we see a continued increase of companies wanting to locate on campus, take advantage of the proximity to both the Burlington Northern and the UP, as well as hedge against future oil prices as well as labor. There's going to be a significant, in my opinion, capacity constraint in the trucking industry. We're already seeing the increase in domestic intermodal. It's up 15% from last year. People are taking the trucks, putting them on rail, and I continue to see that the companies are looking to become more efficient and be around those modes of transportation.
Very good. Well, thank you very much, Dan.
Thank you.
We're here at the Oak Brook Marriott. We've got John Coleman, the managing principal of Newmark Grubb Knight Frank. John has just moderated the State of the Market panel that we have here today. And John, you had a great panel of speakers, and give us a little sampling of what the state of the market is today.
Sure, great. Had an opportunity to speak with the top guys in the industry. People, as I commented, if you've been in our business for 5 minutes or longer, you know who all these guys are. That's terrific. So the general consensus is a couple of things. One, we certainly won't be we're not looking to retract any of the progress that we've made. The market is up and down, but our industry here in Chicago will continue to be steady. We're not going to see any needle-moving activity this year. Some of the positives that we derive from this, access to capital for local users, user buyers, certainly is much improved over the last few years. Debt and equity on the institutional side is available as well. So some of the money crunch issues that we've been dealing with over the last few years, that's a situation that's resolving itself. So I think that's a very positive sign. Secondly, you're going to see some activity now in absorption and sales from the B product, from the middle tier of the quality product type. We all know big box leasing, low cap rates on the investment sales on big box activity. But what I think we're really going to see different this year, and the panel confirms this, is multi-tenant Class B industrial product is going to have some time in the sun. They'll see growing occupancy. They may see a little bit of rent increase, though it's probably going to be flat. But they'll be the product that shows value and upside for the institutional or the local money operator buyer. So I think if you trade in the Class B industrial product this year, if you own it, if you're set up to sell any of it, you're going to make some money at that product this year. So I think that's real positive.
So it sounds like an optimistic outlook for the year.
Yeah. Again, no needle changing, but if if you're in the business this year, you're going to be in the business next year.
Great. Well, thank you very much, John.
Thank you.
We're here with Don Babcock, the Director of Economic Development for NIPSCO at the Chicago Industrial Properties Summit. And Don, what we wanted to ask you today is we've heard talk about what's going on in the Chicago metropolitan area. What's going on in Northwest Indiana? What's the outlook for the balance of the year and into 2015?
Well, thanks, Michael. Thanks for having us here. We love to come to your events because they are outstanding. And what a great education you can get in just a few hours here several times a year. And we really love coming to Chicago to understand the Chicago market, but we have some really great things going on in Northwest Indiana. And one of those, for example, is our $4.4 billion BP expansion. We have a $220 million new carbon alloy plant going in at the U.S. Steel. We have over a $60 million new plate mill that just got dedicated at ArcelorMittal. We have the Canadian National is going to build a new facility, a locomotive facility in Gary that's going to employ 250 people. We've got another 250 people coming over from Modern Ford. So a lot of things are really going well in Indiana, and it's because we have great leadership at the State House and great leadership at the local level.
So do you see that there will be a lot of spin-off from some of this activity going on?
Oh, for sure. And what we are trying to do is, we in the Economic Development Committee, we're trying to create some more excitement and knowledge about it. We really do believe the grass is greener in Indiana. You know, we just lowered our corporate income tax. We don't have an inventory tax anymore, and there's also certainty on our real estate front relative to taxes with that. So,
great. So it sounds like it's a good outlook for Northwest Indiana.
Oh, phenomenal. And we love being part of the Chicago region. We think that the U.S. economy will eventually come back around, and that we want to be prepared for that, and we're working hard to make something great happen in the region.
Well, thank you very much, Dan.
Well, thank you, Michael. Appreciate it.
Okay.